Hello, all of you very fine people. It's so good to see you. And I'm, of course, your host, James Morrow, and you're watching Busting the Narrative. And you know, you probably just heard me use the phrase, very fine people, which, of course, was a Donald Trump phrase he used once that became the subject of one of the great hoaxes of the 2016 presidential campaign when they took him out of context on that and claimed that he was calling neo-Nazis very fine people. Well, he wasn't, and the lie detector determined that that was a lie, but that's not going to stop the media this time because now they want a bloodbath. What am I talking about? Let's find out as we go busting the narrative. Right, so this week Donald Trump was in Ohio, America's industrial heartland, and he was talking about what Democrat policies would do to the auto industry, and why his audience needed to see him elected to save their jobs by slapping tariffs on cheap EVs China was planning on using to flood the market and destroy American jobs. Have a listen.
And you're not going to be able to sell those cars if I get elected. Now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. But they're not going to sell those cars. They're building massive factories.
Well, he was right. And in that he was only using the words of Chinese automakers themselves, who were talking about a bloodbath within their industry. Well, the left seized on it. And for them, there's been blood in the water ever since he uttered those words. Because now they're trying to whip this up into another example of Trump encouraging political violence. Boo-hoo. Here's Biden Communication Director Michael Tyler.
What I heard was a continuation of the same rhetoric, the same endorsement of political violence that we've seen from Donald Trump for years, as you pointed out. It goes even farther back, right? This is the same guy who, after Nazis marched on Charlottesville and killed a woman, said there were very fine people on both sides.
And Biden campaign spokesman Quentin Fowkes is absolutely sure they're not taking anything out of context. Oh, no.
Trump's team claims that Trump's use of the word bloodbath was taken out of context. Was he?
No. This is exactly who Donald Trump is. We saw him call on his supporters to storm the Capitol 4 years ago, and he's doubling down, promoting violence this time around.
CBS made a meme out of it, and Nancy Pelosi promoted it.
He's even predicting a bloodbath. What does that mean? He's going to exact a bloodbath? There's something wrong here. How respectful I am of the American people and their goodness. But how much more do they have to see from him to understand that this isn't what our country is about? Praising Hitler, praising the...
And Joe Scarborough, yeah, that guy, had an absolute meltdown.
He's talking about a bloodbath for America. It's laid out in the terms of it. And these idiots on Twitter, these idiots on cable news, these idiots on Sunday shows going, well, yeah, president, you know, he was talking only about the auto industry, and this is one more. It's just bullshit. Let me say that at 6:15 a.m. It's just bullshit. He knew what he was doing. We're not stupid. Americans aren't stupid. He was talking about a bloodbath. Sometimes a bloodbath means a bloodbath. And when he finishes by saying, and that's just going to be the least of it, seriously, these people may be stupid. We're not.
Yep, that's right. It's a good thing they never used the term bloodbath.
But as Politico.com reports tonight on the, quote, bloodbath at the RNC.
Headlines calling it a, quote, bloodbath.
Be a bloodbath. Not only is it going to be a bloodbath, but after they leave New Hampshire, it's a bloodbath on her home turf.
And the headline refers to it as an impending bloodbath.
Columnist Charles Blow has a new piece for the New York Times entitled A Biden Bloodbath.
In fact, the word bloodbath and massacre come up frequently.
It's going to be a bloodbath. There's going to be a bloodbath one way or the other.
Bloodbath for Bernie Sanders.
Thanks for watching. I'm James Morrow, and to support this channel, please like, share, subscribe below, and I'll see you next time for more Busting the Narrative. Bye-bye.